Hi boys and girls, we're going to be doing 3 pages in our Journeys Reader's Notebook, Volume 2, Grade 1. We're in the Lesson 17 section, and the 3 pages we're doing are 19, 20, and 21. So I'm going to help you. I want to remind you on this page we're going to be practicing our spelling words with the long E sound. And I want to remind you that now we have 10 spelling words plus 2 challenge words. We used to only have 6, and that's why I bring it up. You have 4 extra every week. So here are all of our spelling words. Our 10 we're responsible for, plus our 2 challenge words. So if you get one of these wrong, if you can still, like if you spell this one right and it's a challenge word, you'll still make 100%. So let's go ahead and read our spelling words for this week. Me, be, read, read, eat, feet, tree, tree, keep, keep, eat, eat, mean, mean, see, the ease, these, stir, eat, street, please, please. So these same words are on your practice page. Let's do this green marker today. So all we're going to do is sort these words into their spellings. If they have an E that spells the E sound, then you're going to write it here. If they use an EA to spell the E sound, like this word, you're going to write it here. And if the word uses an EE to spell the E sound, you're going to put it here. Okay, so let's just work on the words with E to spell it. So we're going to do this one, this one. That's it. So let's write me and B. Me, B, E. Done. Now we're going to find our spelling words that spell the long E with EA. This one, this one, this one, this one. They all have an EA, 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 EA. So this one says read. We're using the EA to spell it read. Read. Now we're going to do eat. We're spelling the E with the EA. Eat. Mean. Okay, we're spelling the long E sound with an EA. EA. And then finally C. Okay, S. And then E spelled with an EA. Okay, now we have to spell words with words with EE. That's all the rest of them. So it's this one, this one, this one. And, oh, not this one, not this one. Okay, so these 3 right here. Feet has 2 E's in it that spell the E sound. Feet. Tree has 2 E's in it that spell the E sound. And keep. 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 And it said a word with a silent E, and that was the last one right there. It has an E that's silent at the end. It makes this one say its name, these. So let's write down the word these on this blank. They don't really give us a lot of room, but we'll be resourceful and just extend beyond that handwriting line. Okay, that was our practice for our spelling words. Okay, now we get to try something new. We're going to be doing compound sentences, and you're like, Mrs. Gillum, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, there's a couple different kinds of sentences. There's simple sentences, like this is simple sentence Sally. And a simple sentence is like, it's like, we sing a song, or I ride my bike. Okay, but there's also compound sentences, and that's what we're doing today. And this is compound sentence Chris. So there's simple sentence Sally and compound sentence Chris, where we're going to be doing compound sentence Chris. And let me give you some examples of some compound sentences. Okay, in compound sentences, you're watching for a comma and like some, do I have a dry erase marker here? Oh, yes, I do. Okay. Chris will join two thoughts by using the words and, these are called conjunctions, so, but, or because. Okay, but mainly we're going to be using the word and, but I think I saw other words in there too. So I'm going to give you some examples. So here's how he would say. Instead of just saying, we sing a song like Simple Sally, he'd get all fancy. We sing a song and then we run a race. So he had two thoughts, and after the first thought, he put a comma. Then he put a conjunction. That's one of these words. He used the conjunction and then he did the second thought. Then we will run a race. So we sing a song and then we run a race. I'm just going to throw out some more examples for you. Let me go ahead and let me get rid of this over here. These are compound sentences. Okay, we sing a song and then we run a race. I ride my bike and Dad rides his bike. One thought, I ride my bike. Two thoughts, Dad rides his bike. Then we have a comma after the first thought and a conjunction and. I ride my bike and Dad rides his bike. These are fancy sentences, conjunction sentences. Mike went to the beach to swim, but it was too cold. Okay, here's one thought. Here's another thought. After the first thought, we put a comma, and then we used a conjunction. Remember, there's these conjunctions we use to connect the sentences. We use these words, and, so, but, or, because. So the word but is right there. That is the glue that stuck this thought to this thought. Okay, here's another one. He can go fishing or he can go camping. These are two thoughts. He can go fishing, he can go camping. They're glued together with this conjunction, or, and before you glue them together, you have to put a comma. Okay, let's see. There's one here that might use the word because. No, I don't. Okay, so now we're going to get to practice. Let me go ahead and stick these right here. Okay. So take out your books. We're on page 20. We're going to get to practice. Okay, because we can't learn skills unless we practice. It says to draw a line under the correct compound sentence in each pair. Max took the bus, comma, and he walked. Max took the bus and he walked. Yeah, they remember to use the comma. You have to separate the first thought from the second thought with a comma. Okay, so we're going to draw a line underneath that first sentence that has the comma. Do you know, or should I tell you? Do you know, or should I tell you? They're sort of tricking you there. The correct one is the one that has the question mark at the end because it's a question, but they had all the rest of it correct. They had the comma there, they had the conjunction there, they had the two thoughts there. So go ahead and underline that one. They expect you to be pretty savvy. Work quickly, but be careful. Work quickly, but be careful. Okay, this was perfect until we got to the ending punctuation. This period is it's like a command. Work quickly, but be careful. It's not a question. She's not asking you to work quickly. She's telling you. So you have to use a period when it's a command like that. Write the correct end mark to finish each compound sentence. Stay in line and wait for the bell. Okay, that's a command. When someone's bossing you around, you just use a period. Is your sister here? Or is she at home? It's a question. They're asking if your sister's there. So you got to use a question mark. All right, boys and girls, is this our last page? All right. It says to draw a picture of something you saw or did on a trip. Well, okay, I don't know about your trip, but I'm going to go ahead and draw you something from mine. Mrs. Gillen went to Zion National Park, and there was a river there, and it was cold because we were there in the wintertime, but we stacked some rocks up because there's a whole bunch of rocks everywhere. So to have some fun, we stacked them so that they were like this, like snowmen. Okay, so I'm going to draw a picture of me putting my last rock up there. Okay, here's the last rock I'm putting up there. Okay, so this can be about any trip. If you're going to do it by yourself, if you're going to do it with me, it's going to be about my trip. So I'm going to say we because I went there with my family. What did we do? We went. Where do we go? To Zion. I'm going to put a little word there, a little preposition there. To Zion. That's where we went. Zion National Park, actually. And what did we... It says when. I'm not going to do that. It's more like where. We walked by the river. So we... I'm giving you some details about our trip because they want details. We walked by the river. That's a lot of words. See if you can squish all those words in that space. And what do? We stacked rocks. That's what we did after we walked by the river. We stacked rocks. Okay. So, well, I'm going to end it here, and you can pause this video, or actually when it stops, it'll stop on this frame, and just finish this off if you're doing what I am doing. If you want to tell about your own trip, then you can do that, but your mom will have to help you. All right, that was fun. Bye-bye, guys.